By the gods, what have we done? What have you done? Turum speaks barely above a whisper, not for fear of being heard, not anymore, but out of sheer shock. Below them, in the clearing before the Sunderhorn's mine, the guards lay convulsing on the ground, as do the miners. We watched all day. None of the captives drank from that well, only the guards. Vargas's voice sounds weak in his own ears, scared. We should have watched longer. We should have checked the other water sources, seen if they were connected. Vargas, we killed everyone. We killed... Turum's voice cracks, and he breaks into a sob. Vargas turns to the rest of his band. Haunted eyes look back at him. We go down. We check on them. If any of the captives are still alive, we bring them back with us. Try and keep them alive until we can get back to the healers at the mountain. Any guards still alive, we finish off. We have to move quickly. They'll send a new rotation in a few hours. They still just look at him, silent, judging. That was an order! A few of his warriors cringe as he raises his voice, but then they all start moving, slowly making their way down the slope, using the trail he himself marked out the night before, when he and a few others snuck down to poison the guard's well. A well he now knew was connected to the same aquifer the captive's own meager pumps drew from. A shadow falls over him, and Vargas looks up. You have your orders, Turum. If you want to issue me a duel over this, do it when we return. Killing you won't bring her back. It won't bring any of them back. Vargas winces, then his expression hardens. Our mission was to deprive the Sunderhorns of slaves. We've done so. We didn't do it in the way I wanted, but we did it. They'll have to organize new raids. Big ones to make up for this. It might be enough to spur the other followings into action. And even if it doesn't, we know they're coming now. We can prepare. The Sunderhorns outnumber us 5-1. There's no amount of preparation we can do that will offset those odds, Vargas. Vargas looks down at the bodies strewn before the mine. Something in him changes. Then, this was what was supposed to happen. His voice gains more conviction. This was the way I wanted it. I knew we couldn't free them, so we gave them a quick, merciful death. I took the initiative, and for that I intend to demand command of our forces. I will come up with a defense that will work. But I need what happened here to be the plan, not an accident. Turum looks at him with disgust. This was an accident. You went off with poor intel and a big head, and you got them all killed. Got my daughter killed. And how many more like her will die if we don't stop them? We have a chance now. We can end this. I can end this. Just, please. The older Kellid looks at him for a long moment, then looks away. Fine. I won't tell the truth of what happened here. I doubt the others will either. Their own part in it won't let them. But I'm not going to vouch for your promotion either. If you want to do this, you'll do it without help from me. And with that, Turum begins making his way down the slope. Vargas stands and watches as, once he reaches the bottom, he rushes over to one of the limp's forms, forces himself to keep watching, as Turum picks up his daughter, presses her to his chest, and screams. This is Pot Against the Machine.
Pot Against the Machine. Against the
Welcome back to Pot Against the Machine, the only Pathfinder actual play that accidentally nerfs itself by about 50%. I'm your host, and here's the subset of the crew that we have today.
Sometimes you got to say a little pre-hello before you hello, like hello and hello, just like we did with our clap.
Hello.
Hello.
They're not going to hear the clap. They're not going to know what I'm talking about.
I feel like we've talked about the clap enough that they know about the clap. Let's see. Last week on the program, what happened? We joined a new party of Cassius, Vargas, and Eshki, newly minted party member, as they were left behind in the Palace of Fallen Stars. And after briefly considering watching Cassius perform a one-man version of the play he's been working on, they decided the best thing for them to do would be to go out into the streets and crack some heads, see if they could undermine the Technically, get rid of some of the big wizards that were out there causing trouble for, the little guys. So out into the streets they went, down the hill, and they fought their way through some mooks, burned up all of their consumable resources off screen so we don't have to worry about it. And then they found an ice crab enthusiast, a Technically captain named Akradin, who was walking through the streets with some sellswords demanding, immediate surrender, because it's easier than fighting people if they just throw down their weapons and submit. Our party chose not to submit and went into battle with Akradin and the sellswords. He immediately summoned a big lightning elemental, which was doing some real damage until Vargas seized control of it with a hex. Meanwhile, Eshki was beating sellswords to death. Cassius was inspiring everyone and doing some running around and stabbing, especially when a bunch of gearsmen showed up. Cassius made a beeline for him, started stabbing those guys. The evil wizard had to get rid of his elemental because it was punching him in the face. We've got black tentacles. We had a sellsword panic and run away. A couple people got annihilated so bad that they exploded. And Cassius got knocked out, but he just got healed by Vargas sucking the life juice out of the wizard and giving back to him. So that's where we are now, in the middle of a fight. I think I got everything. It helps when it was just like 10 minutes ago. Or 1 week. Either way.
No time has passed.
No time has ever passed. It's actually still the same day we recorded that first episode. And we don't know anything that happens from the end of 2020 till whenever this airs. Anyways, it's the bottom of round 5, and the egocentric Gearsman Battle Guard is looking at some people. I guess it's going to beat on Vargas because Cassius hasn't had a chance to move yet, so it doesn't know that he's a threat again. Vargas, you are looking at a 36 to whack you with a baton.
Yep.
That is 14 non-lethal.
Ooh, that non-lethal is getting high
and
up there.
4 electricity. We've got a 28 to whack you with a baton.
28, no, that's a miss.
All right, and a 19 for the last one.
That is also a miss.
All right, not the most productive turn in the world. Which brings us to the top of round 6, and Cassius Hoyt, you've got wizard blood in you.
All along we thought Tarazi was the best wizard. Maybe it's Cassius. Cassius is not enthused about standing, so he is going to remain prone, confident that Eshki can obliterate one or both of these gearsmen. We won't have to worry about AOs for now. So he is going to make a full attack against the level-headed gearsman battle guard from prone. Now that he is awake, he resumes performing. I guess he would have dropped his weapon, so I don't think I can full attack. I think I'd have to pick it up and then single attack. So calm down, listeners. I know, just delete that angry Discord message.
I can hear them writing in.
All the keyboard action.
That is a 35 and a critical threat.
All right.
A 30 to confirm will confirm because its AC is 25.
All right, it's going to roll that fortitude save. It is not stunned, but it is staggered.
Oh, snake eyes on the d6s, so that's only 22 points of damage for a crit.
All right, on the level-headed Gearsman Battle Guard. And I have lost his HP total. I feel like the bigger deal is that you've robbed it of actions next round. But Eshki's up and she's about to rob it in a different way, I think.
Yep. And I forgot to say that I was turning off the boots of speed. So to be honest, I'll use another round, but I am turning them off at the end of my turn, stating it now. So heck, I guess that means I'm hasted. Hey, guess what? That actually added another hit in my flurry that I should have added before. So it's a real shame. Again, I'm continuing to nerf myself in this character that doesn't feel real. That said, going to flurry at the one right in front of me, the level-headed one. Just going to push right through. I will also roll my damage individually here. Oh, wait. Shoot, that should have been higher. Doesn't matter. That would have been a 34. The next one is going to be a 34. The next one is going to be a 46. Next one, because I have this. Remember, again, last week I cast the dedicated adversary, which allows me to add 2 to my attack rolls and damage here. So that is a 40 and a 31. Okay, so I'm at the 20s. It's 22.
I just realized I never added my dumb Bane damage to the thing when I did my swift action to give myself Bane.
Bane. All right. Lowest one is 31.
So that sounds like they all hit.
Alrighty. Again, was nerfing myself because I wasn't adding the +2 to my static damage either. I'm the worst marshal in the world, but I am going to roll these individually. So this is the first one that is going to be hit. Pummeling style does nothing, so apply DR against that 28 points of damage. The second hit is going to be 27 points of damage. No pummeling style, or no DR for you. Another 27 points of damage.
That's the end of that one.
All right, 5-foot step up. And 30 points of damage. So only have 3 more of these to roll. 31. Number 6. That is 30. And finally, number 7, that is 25.
Oh, so close. It's still up.
It would be dead if I had remembered my extra 4d6 of Bane it was supposed to take.
Yeah, it definitely would be. Unfortunately, it's been a whole week since then. There's no way to verify.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah. Yeah, it's had 7 nights rests and all its health is back.
And that's the end of Eshki's turn.
All right, let's see here. We got our wizard guy. Our wizard guy is not concerned at this time. He is going to cast a magic spell. And that magic spell going to make a bank of fog that is yellowish green and poisonous, which will engulf the party and the gearsman immediately. I do need a fortitude save from everyone in the horrible cloud, which is all 3 of you.
A 24.
Well, 24 is a fail from Vargas.
Oh no.
Going north, how about Eshki?
That is, I rolled that in there. That's a 15 for a 31.
All right, that's a pass for Eshki. And how about Cassius?
Rolled a 1.
Oof. That sounds like a fail as well. So for those who failed,
Sounds like double damage, 2 e-rolls.
well, it's a lot of damage anyways, because that is 4 points of constitution damage. And Eshki's going to take half of that. 2 points of constitution damage.
Oh, no.
Because this
Don't
is
like
a
that.
mean cloud.
That might put me unconscious. I gotta see, because that's gonna lower my max HP, and I have like a zillion points of non-lethal.
Uh-oh.
Great damage. The Constitution. 2, 3, 4. Yes, I am unconscious
This is not good.
because of all of the non-lethal.
All right. Vargas is unconscious. And technically, that damage happens on your turn. I got a
whoops,
little ahead of myself.
You already had it.
But it's your turn anyway, so that's when it would happen.
Yeah, so Vargas just breathes in to get the air to cast the cure crit he was going to cast on himself to get rid of the not lethal, and just sucks in a lung full of this and collapses. Though I will say, hang on. So I'm at so much non-lethal. Though that just puts me at 0 though, right? With non-lethal? Like, what does that... How does that work for unconsciousness?
Does your current HP equal your non-lethal damage?
No, it's much below, but I'm just trying to figure out...
That just means you're unconscious.
Don't die.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to die, because I still have a ton of HP, but I'm just thinking I can use my wake up for 1 round for a single action thing and cast crit, but I don't think that's going to do enough to... Well, actually, you know what? Let me try it, because I'd rather waste that than waste the higher level one that I only have 1 of also. Fun thing with a prepared caster. So Vargas is going to activate his once a day ability of Broken Not Beaten, and immediately wake back up and get a single action, which he is going to use to cast Cure Critical Wounds on himself. So that is going to be 4d8 plus 15. So he is going to heal 30 points.
And reduce your non-lethal by
And
30.
Yep. It should automatically do it when I do it in here. Yes, it does. Okay, so I am like awake now, because my non-lethal has dropped from 81 to 51, and my HP has gone up from 64 to 94. So I am actually awake, and that will be his turn.
All right. Well, we've got a Gearsman Battle Guard that's almost been punched to pieces here. And technically, Eshki and Cassius haven't taken that ability damage. I got ahead of myself. It procs on your turn. So keep that in mind when it hits Eshki with a baton a couple times. I don't think a 25 does it.
Certainly does not.
Then an 18 definitely won't do it.
Nopers.
But the headbutt, the big ol' slammy do, we're looking at a 32.
32 is going to do it.
All right, so that is 7 headbutt damage.
Oh no. Is that the lethally
That's lethal.
headbutting? Lethal headbuttington? All right.
It's got a very sharp
Still
forehead.
alive.
All right, Cassius, you're in a cloud of poison. And for once, the party doesn't have delay poison communal, so this actually matters.
Yeah, it's a big bummer, actually. I'm looking at something. Is this something I'd get another save on? Or, like, how's that work?
Yeah, you'll get another save each round. We just kind of jumped the gun on the first round of saves, so that damage happens on your turn. But next turn, if you're still in the cloud, you'll get another save.
Okay. Okay. All right, then I won't worry about a thing. Then I will... Cassius is going to stand up, which will provoke.
All right, it will slap you. 32.
32 hits the prone AC.
That is 14 non-lethal and 4 electricity.
He will take a 5-foot step to his east. I guess I can't stand up and 5-foot step. Never mind. I just move. I move out of the cloud of death.
All right. Eshki, you're up.
All right, Eshki's in that cloud of death. Eshki is also going to get out of this cloud. So it's going to move up and through Cassius's square and then over. Do they have combat reflexes?
Good question. Let's find out. No.
All right. Well, now that I'm out, I intend to give it a big old bop. Now that I can get I can see it. There's no concealment issues. Oh, I said issues that way. I'll reflect on that later. One singular hit, 46.
Yeah, that'll do.
This will have obviously all DR applied to it. That's 27 points of damage.
More than enough to finish off the final Gearsman.
And that, I think she'll say, we have to drag the old man out of the cloud. That's why I haven't used her voice in like a week and some change, listeners. So you don't know what her voice sounds like either. No one does. That's your turn.
All right, that will bring us to the wizard's turn. And this cloud is going to float 10 feet away from him, rolling along the ground. So it's kind of moving up to the northwest there. Vargas and Cassius are still in it. Let's see, what's he going to do with his actual turn now?
Looks like I'm out of it.
Are you? Oh, yeah. Your square is not orange. I guess you are not in the cloud. All right, what level spell is he casting? All right, yeah, he's just going to spend the whole round casting a spell. Vargas, you're up. I do need a fortitude save because you're still in there.
Fortitude save. That is a better roll, but my fort is lowered because my con is down. So that is a 28.
That's a pass. So it's going to be half con
Yay.
damage.
Ooh.
I rolled a 3, so only 1 con damage. Pretty much a best case scenario there. And yeah, you have your turn.
Right. So he is going to stand up as an action. Then as a other action, he is just going to step out of this because he does have other stuff he can do, but he doesn't want to stay in the murder cloud. Is that out of it in that square? Yeah, it is. So that'll be his entire turn, is just getting up and then stepping outside the cloud.
All right, Cassius, the cloud is so close you could stick your hand in there if you wanted.
Oh, actually, you know what? Is this a hands off the chest piece thing? Because I was just reminded of something else I could have done instead. Because I have the flight hex. So instead of standing up, he is going to... Though I would still have to stand up, though, after casting it, wouldn't I? Because you cast it as though you were casting the spell fly, so that would be a standard action. And can you just float up while still laying down? I don't know if you can or not.
I feel like we're going to have to dig into Pathfinder or out on this one, but I would argue that if you have the powers of magical flight and you just want to like move yourself 90 freaking degrees, that is like within your power. Like, right? Like, I mean, it's because it is getting up off the ground a move action when you just magically fly? Or is it just part of your like ascending?
Yeah, I don't
can I just like
think that like if you have a non-physical means of flight, like you're not using wings, I don't think you can be prone.
Oh, so when I cast it, I just am not prone.
You kind of functionally become immune to prone, I think is how it works.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
So for my standard action, then I will use the flight hex to give myself 1 minute of flight as per the spell. And then for my move action, I will just move myself to be up, right up in this wizard's face. Wherever he is, I still can't see him. Is that the right square?
He's down south of you guys a ways. So how far can you go?
It's per the spell, so I think, is that 50 feet is the spell? Fly speed 60 feet or 40 feet if it's wearing medium or heavy, so 40 feet.
Okay. So
I can move up to 40 feet. Okay, yeah, so I just move towards him menacingly.
I mean, it'd be like way more menacing if Sam ruled that you couldn't get up from prone. You're just like supinated and just like flying up towards him.
Yeah.
I kind of messed with the walls, so you should be able to see him.
I know, I'm full on doing like the Dark Side from DC thing, where he flies just like standing upright, moving forward.
The M. Bison.
Yeah, the M. Bison thing. Well, no, even Bison puts a little bit of flair on it. Like, he puts his arms behind him a little bit. Like, Darkseid just, like, moves like he's standing still. And that is his full turn, then.
All right. Now, Cassius, you're up.
Cassius is not going to touch the Cloud of Death. Instead, he is going to cast Blur on himself, something he wished he'd done when he was fighting all those mooks earlier. And we'll just stride down to the south, avoiding the black tentacles and the death cloud, and wishing he himself had a fly hex. And that'll be his turn.
All right. Eshki, are you diving into the cloud?
Eshki is not diving into the cloud. I mean, you know what? Consumables are consumables for a reason. Paid the money for the handy haversack. Paid the money for the potion of fly. Why not use a move action and a move action? I guess if I want to marshal flexibility into something ridiculous relating to flying that I can find on my spreadsheet, I can do that next turn. So that's it. Pull it out, guzzle the fly potion. Also scream, bring him down here. Oh, what voice now? Bring him down here, or I'll come up and get him.
All right, that's going to bring up our wizard friend. He's going to finish casting his spell and just drop another lightning elemental on the battlefield, this time between him and Vargas, because Vargas is flying very intimidatingly. This lightning elemental is not as big and beefy as the last one, sadly, but it does still get slams. So it's going to slam. To slam Vargas, that is a 21 on the first one.
That is a miss.
And a 25 on the second slam.
Also a miss.
That's a shame. He had a lot of stock in that particular monster. I suppose he should also move his cloud 10 more feet, as it's really just floating away now, off to kill everyone in the neighborhood.
He cast this in the middle of the city.
I mean, yeah, like Sam, you literally didn't have to label that building orphanage, but you did. You took your time and then you floated your death cloud right over it.
Yeah, is that a custom Photoshop sign you put into Foundry? That's actually kind of impressive.
Well, the good thing about the orphans is they have 3 or fewer hit dice, so they don't get a save. So it's faster. Quite possibly the darkest timeline. Let's see, what does this spell do? I'm not familiar with this spell that he has. Okay, so let's see. I think he's gonna... Let's do a measurement here, shall we? Let's do a measurement with a drawing tool. Because he can see everybody.
Oh no.
Can he
I love that.
position... Yeah, I'm going to need a will save from Vargas.
Will. Okay, that's his best save. And it's unaffected by the whatchamacallit. But that is only an 8 on the die, which is not great. So that is a 23? Yeah, 23 with a plus 15.
DC 23 exactly. So you disbelieve this fireball that explodes on you. You know that it is a shadow conjuration and not actually a fireball. That's the good news. I still need a reflex save.
Lower one. So that is a better roll. That is a 29.
Well, that's a pass too. So because you take only 20% of the damage because you disbelieve the illusion and you pass the reflex save, you're going to take 1 damage from that fireball.
What level spell was that, Sam?
That was Shadow Evocation.
And I mean, those are, to be fair, that like when a character is built for shadow spells, like you have the additional feats or whatever, like you can get an insane amount of versatility out of those spells and hit most of the time. But yeah, I feel like my experience with those shadow spells, just table talk, has been like, if you're not built for them, you are just hitting for like 20%.
Yeah.
And it is so unsatisfying.
Shadow Evocation is a level 5 spell that did 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
He's not exactly an evoker nor an illusion specialist, so you do what you can. And he's just gonna scoot back.
Yeah, which is, I'm sure, is exactly what Paizo gave him those spells.
And he's just gonna scoot back a little ways because it's a dangerous place. And Vargas, you're up. You just had a really impressive itch.
Vargas is going to, since this is a new lightning guy and not the same one, that means my whole thing of you cannot target the same enemy with this hex twice in one day thing doesn't matter. So can lightning guy in front of me go ahead and make me a will save?
Yes.
Oh boy, can he. How do we feel about 11?
That is lower than a 20. So he is hit with the Disrupt Connection Hex, which means he is confused, and he will tweet a 51 or higher on his confused roll as working for me, and it is for 1 round again because my D4s are garbage. And then for his move action, Vargas is just going to fly 40 feet past him since he's confused and can't take attacks of opportunity. And that will be his turn.
All right, Cassius. This area is less gaseous.
Hey.
I've been saving that for like 6 minutes.
Incredible. Well worth it. Sky Metal. Yeah, there's really not much that he can do. No potion of fly. I don't see Thunderman on my map.
Yeah, he's up above the roofs. If you can climb, you could go up on the roofs.
Huh. Yeah, I'll do that. Is this all connected? Like I could just climb in front of right where I'm at?
Yeah. And there's a little gap up there, like south, but it's not a big
All right.
deal kind of gap.
Except for I have a -1 to climb.
Even as a tigerman? It doesn't
I was
give
going to say,
you...
you're a cat. How do you have a -1 decline?
Because it's a strength-based skill, and I'm a Dexy boy.
Ah, that makes some sense. I
Oh.
wasn't sure if it gave you, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a climb speed. So he'll inspire and be like, "You're doing great, Vargas and Eshki." A big feline thumbs up, and he's going to cast a Cure Light Wounds on himself, just for a little more healing. For 11, which is not bad. And he's gonna stay put and encourage his companions to do the murder for him.
All right.
It takes a 5-foot step towards Eshki, and that's his whole move.
All right. I have discovered that my guy has a spell I didn't realize he had, but I guess it's not my turn, so spoilers.
How high is this roof?
Let's say 15.
50 feet?
15.
Oh, 15 feet. Sorry, it cut out. I was like, 50? Oh my god.
You're in the skyscraper
Okay,
district
well-
of the kill
The
box.
skyscrapers of...
I know, I was about to say.
The tallest slum in Galarian.
Get in, loser. We're going killing. And then hugs Cassius using the fly spell. That would put her into the wearing medium to heavy armor style load, so she can only move 40 feet instead of 60 feet. And since she's going to ascend, she can only ascend at half of that, which is 20 feet. So she ascends 20 feet, hugging Cassius to get to the edge, where they will, I assume, if like 15 feet up, and then a little 5-foot nana onto the edge. And then we up there.
All right, you up here.
And so that is move. I mean, you could argue that it was an interact that I grabbed him, and I would say that that's fair.
Yeah, I think it's got to be at least like the equivalent of picking up an item. It's just picking up a
Right.
Catman.
Exactly. So I would say that that is the end of her turn.
This is all assuming that Cassius didn't resist.
Yes, of course.
He did not.
All right. Just making sure we check that box in case
It's true.
Cassius, hates being picked up like many cats do.
It's true. It's important to get consent before you fly someone to a rooftop.
All right, that'll bring us to our Wizardman and his electricity boy. So I suppose we're going to start as we started last time by seeing if electricity boy is in charge. We got a 3, a grand total of a 3. Where is the copy of the browser that has the confusion table? It acts normally. All right. It's going to scoot on back to the crowd of folks to the north, flying towards you. I'm going to roll odds Cassius, even Eshki. Odds, so it's going to try to slam Cassius. 29.
I will miss. Don't even have to worry about blur.
Well, oh well. That's probably the only thing it'll ever get to do. It's very sad. But our Wizardman that has a spell that I didn't realize that he had. And he's going to make a ranged touch attack on Vargas.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no. Is this disintegrate?
It
I'm
might
worried
be.
It's like,
Does a 21 hit your
Ooh.
touch AC?
Yes, it does. My touch is 17.
I need you to make a fortitude save.
fort is lowered because of my dumb combo.
If you die in the cytosode, you die in real life.
That's
Roll
true.
Well.
Oh god, that might be a failure. That is a 20 even.
Let's check our
way.
boxes here.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's going to be a failure.
Oh.
Ugh.
15d6, right? It's a lot of d6s.
That's a lot of... It's 2 per caster level. So...
Oh.
Vargas just died in the cytosode, I assume. 99 damage?
How much is it? I'm at 90. And I was at 93. So you just killed Vargas.
No.
Wow.
Is it? But like disintegrate like kills you.
If you drop below 0 with it, yeah.
Right. Like
I think, right?
Yeah,
what's
Doesn't it?
leaving behind only a trace of fine dust. And your equipment is unaffected.
Oh, that sucks.
Wow. I did not see that coming.
Ugh. Dang it, I just fully rebuilt him. I had so many cool abilities.
Well, the crab enthusiast
Ugh.
makes a big strike. And Cassius is up.
Oh man, like he sees that happen and is just stricken. If he wasn't a seasoned soldier, he would forfeit his whole turn in shock. But he will avenge Vargas. He'll start by 5-foot stepping towards Thunderman, and he's gonna try and poke Thunder with a rapier, and that's probably not going to be a bad thing. Just stick a lightning rod into a lightning storm.
That's what they're for.
He is going to not combat expertise in hopes that he gets some hits in. 39 critical threat.
All right.
Ooh, that's a 42 to confirm.
That's a confirmed critical.
Only a 25 on that one second hit.
25 hits.
Oh, sick. And for the third, 23.
23 also hits.
Okay, so it's a crit and 2 hits for 50 points of damage.
All right. It's looking bloodied.
Bloody
Except it
lightning.
doesn't have blood, but, you know.
All right.
All right, Eshki, you just saw a guy get powdered.
yeah, and like a guy I know, like relatively well. That is that's infuriating. So Eshki is gonna like scream in rage that they like can't get immediate satisfaction for their anger. He's going to take it out. I did say that they clicked the haste boots. This is my third round. Why not? So yeah, we're gonna do it here. And you're still inspiring, of course. I have that on. Okay, excellent. All right. That is a 50, a 32, a 45, a 35, a 29, a 27, a 30, and a 33.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking for AC 20, so.
Excellent. Alrighty. And I'm going to do the same thing because I'm still in pummeling style because we haven't left this combat. That's a 183 points of damage. 93.
Well, it doesn't all go through, but it does kill the elemental 3 or 4 times over.
It's mildly satisfying. again, a little cathartic rage scream, even though she's not a barbarian. And that is, I guess, yeah, Ashley's turn. She moved full attack.
All right. Well, that's going to bring us to our Technic wizard. He's going to decide who to attack here. Let's see. Odds, Cassius. Evens, Eshki. We got even, so he's going to shoot an acid arrow at Eshki. Try to slow you down a little bit. For touch, that is a 23.
You are looking for a 24 touch.
So he cannot get you with the acid arrow.
Is this what it feels like to be Jeff? I think I've played a character with a nice AC in a really long time.
He was feeling pretty good about himself for a second there, and now he feels a little bit less good about himself. Cassius is up.
Okay. Cassius is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And then, well, I guess we'll just call that 30, so he's got a running start, because this is a gap, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it's a trivial enough gap that I don't think you have to roll for it.
Okay. Well, that is, yeah, he can get right up in front of Crabman. And that's his full turn.
All right, Eshki.
Oh, perfect. And it is 60 feet exactly. Okay. Eshki, who is flying and unconcerned about a gap and certainly didn't spend at least 3 to 5 real-world minutes consulting a spreadsheet, trying to figure out if bullet style or leap attack or whatever is the most appropriate feat for this moment, is going to just make full-on charge at Wizardo. That resolves in a flurry, again using her pummeling charge feat. So this is going to be satisfying. Oh, and of course, sorry, I'm using a round of haste, of course, to have... Or I guess I didn't even need to use a round of haste. I can just do the thing.
Would you say that Eshki doesn't mind the gap?
All right, I'll give you that one. It's good. Again, between the hot rats mentioned in the last episode and this one, we're doing a lot of fan service for our friends across the pond, as they say. Okie doke. So, let's see, the lowest one is a 30.
Let me just make sure, but he is a squishy casterman. Yeah, 30 hits.
All right. And excellent. Okay, so perfect. We'll just do one of these incredibly satisfying things. It's a non-hasted character. So it's only 142 points of damage.
You're sure you haven't shortchanged yourself any damage here?
This time I have not shortchanged myself any damage because I deliberately said I'm not hasted because I could make that as a non-haste. So there is one attack missing from that. It's only 6.
Okay, well, he did have a whopping 26 hit points left, so he does...
I thought you were going to say 143, and I was like, God damn it.
I just wanted to make sure that you had the full satisfaction of the triple-digit number in all its glory for the death of Akradin, the crab/lightning elemental enthusiast who disintegrated Vargas Call.
Yeah, not cool.
You know,
Not cool at all.
we are out of initiative.
We need to collect him before he blows away. She just literally pours out a wineskin because it's what she has on her and just starts moving him into it. If you have a smarter idea, she is definitely an 8-int character, so she's doing her best.
I mean, 10-int Cassius is like, no, that's perfect.
Some actual wizard will be able to Revargus Fian.
I've heard he's died before. I'm sure bringing him back again is just fine.
The way he looks these days, I'm not surprised.
Just died, really. He's still gonna make the old jokes. Also, isn't Eshki the same age as him?
She's a little younger.
She moisturizes. He never did.
That makes all the difference.
I would like to say that honestly, like, Eshki has a way more blasé approach to death than than Brixby would. Brixby would eulogize for 35 minutes off the cuff. Eshki has seen people that she loves heads caved in with like a morning star in front of her.
Yeah, no.
So, sorry.
This is somebody that was like a gladiator for a lot of years and fought in war against the technical.
Oh, yeah. Eshki is a master compartmentalizer, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it wasn't cheap wine that was in there, so it should be at least a little pleasant for whatever part of you is still in there. Lovingly. We're going to bring you back. This is the only reason we're making jokes, people.
Yeah. No, I spent... So, for the folks at home who are going, how come Vargas isn't using any of his mage's stuff? I used some of our party funds and the time that he was in prison for the time requirement of it to retrain 8 levels of magus, or I'm going to pronounce it different every single time, into shaman. So all of his levels are shaman now instead of only half of them. And I had so many cool abilities, and I am absolutely going to at some point have him fight Grin, so we are absolutely going to figure out a way to get him back. Which, looking at Disintegration, if we have the spell Resurrection, that one says it doesn't matter the condition of the body, so that one will work. We just have to find somebody that can cast level 7 cleric spells, which Alwyn can. He just doesn't have that one, but maybe he can learn it in the future, or we can find somebody. But I am absolutely going to attempt to get Vargas back.
I'm pretty sure we could just get the scroll, and then Alwyn could just cast it.
Oh, yeah,
off
if we
the
can get a
scroll.
scroll of resurrection, yeah, Alwyn can cast that.
Eshki does pause, though, and whispers something in Hallett that is been whispered over many dead bodies and much dust that are made of the dead bodies, essentially, that comprise these vast wastes of Numeria. And yeah, I mean, I think that there is like a gravity to it, even with the like gravelly chuckle and like the kind of easy way that she still interacts with Cassius. Because I mean, under this, there's also a grim determination. There's only 2 of them now, but like their work isn't done. That wasn't it for the Technic League. Like, they can't just resurrect. They can't just go to a scroll vendor right now. Can't even go to a Jake's Cakes right now. Like, I mean, basic human rights are being violated. So, I mean, we got to push on. I'm hoping that one of our smarter friends can do something about this.
I imagine that soon we'll be hearing the good news, or see even the compound up in smoke. I can't imagine it would take episodes and episodes of combat just to get into the place. Surely our tactically sound companions would make quick work of them.
Oh, I'd say that's a 6-7 round combat easy. She says, kind of holding her hand over her eyes, block out the sun, looking over there. Yeah, 6-7, they'll be done. I did not mean to use those numbers.
No, Eshki's really hip. Cassius with his tiger paws is doing the whole hand thing. Yeah, 6-7.
I think under the circumstances, we make this a short one.
This is the worst
I
way
want
to
the art.
end an episode.
Cassius and
I want the
Eshki are
Eshki
just,
and
I
Cassius
do.
6-7 art.
they're just memeing on the
mean-
the roof
Yeah.
in the middle of a war zone. So we started with too many backup characters. We got rid of one. That was the whole goal of doing this.
Yeah, the meat grinder. Oh, goodness. Well, we're bringing him back. Got a whole wineskin full of old man. The deep, leathery, oaky notes.
It's going
in
to come
this
back
wine
tinged
bag
red,
Yes.
smelling of tannins.
Just we get just like a very Dionysian Vargas, who is just normally him but drunk all the time.
I think we zoom out on this scene as the trio turns duo with powdered Vargas in a wineskin at Eshki's hip. Keeps going. They go out into the city to keep fighting for Numeria. And while they're fighting, and the very capable four in their current incarnation are up on the hill fighting at the Technical headquarters, I'm going to bed.
Night, Sam.
Good night, Sam.
Good night, Sam.
Good night, Vargas.
Good night, Vargas.
Good night, Vargas.
A tall, masked figure watches the party from a rooftop in the distance.
Good night, mysterious tall masked figure in the distance.
That figure also says goodnight, but very mysteriously.
Against the machine. Against the machine.
Pot Against the Machine is property of Network Against the Machine LLC, all rights reserved. Pathfinder and the Iron Gods Adventure Path are property of Paizo Publishing. See their website for more details. Theme Against the Machine was written and performed by our own Zach. See the show notes for additional music and sound licensing. If you enjoyed the show, we encourage you to leave us a review.
I've been on mute this whole time. Dagnabbit.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
I just realized that as I looked down to mute myself after I said everything I just did. Sick.
Kind of feel like we already counted in before that. Did we not?
I know. That was the pre-count.
I don't know.
Anyway.
My uncle used to have this thing, and it was like, you know, like the old, like, carbonated, like, bottles that looked like a fire hydrant looking thing, like you see in, like, old cartoons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the
It was
the
a thing like
seltzer
that,
things. Yeah, the
but
seltzer
you,
gun.
yes, but you plugged in, like, just like regular little, like, CO2 tanks, like the kind that you use for, like, a paintball gun into it. Like, it could fit, like, anything that size into it, and you could use it to carbonate stuff.
Yeah, like bring back the humor that involves shooting someone in the face with one of those seltzer guns. That and the proliferation of banana cream pies. Okay, wow. All right, almost 4 minutes in. Anyway, that was a good chat. We can't use some of this for the banter because
Unless is it down here? Did it get moved?
Is it back?
No, down
There's
there
a
is
circle down
your
here
end.
that I don't remember.
I see it. There's the circle.
Yeah, I brought it back.
There's
Oh,
old
there it is.
circle.
It's back. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a perfect circle right there.
Apparently, if you right-click on circles, they disappear.
Maynard would be
Oh.
proud.